Well, good morning, everyone. For those of you who were here yesterday morning for our outdoor church service, I hope you were blessed. This little thing gathered much attention yesterday, and I forgot to draw attention to it, though I intended to. As you can see, it's a volunteer asparagus plant that is broken up through the hard pack. And I think that is so symbolic of the power of life and the resiliency that we possess. We've all been through some pretty difficult times lately, and I cannot even imagine the difficulty some of our older generations have been through in the number of years they've been alive on this earth. And yet I think the resiliency that they display is also displayed in this plant, buried underneath several inches of hard pack and then bursting forth to continue into life. Their example of perseverance, of endurance, is something that we should model, and the life of hard knocks can certainly teach us. The bad news is, though we are very resilient, none of us are going to get out of this world alive. The death rate for being human is 100%. And yet we can also learn the truth from this power of life bursting forth by using it as a reminder of the promise of resurrection. The Apostle Paul wrote in 1 Corinthians 15, "How are the dead raised? With what kind of body do they come? You foolish person, you do not sow unless you expect life." Meaning, what you sow does not come to life unless it dies. And what you sow is not the body which is to be, but a bare kernel, perhaps of wheat or of some other grain, or even a asparagus seed, right? So it is with the resurrection of the dead. What is sown is perishable. What is raised is imperishable. What is sown is dishonor. It is raised in glory. What is sown in weakness is raised in power. What is sown a natural body is raised a spiritual body. You know, the promise of Jesus, the greatest promise we have, is that when we are put underground, the power of life will raise us from the dead one day. And when we burst forth from the hard pack of the dirt over our bodies, life will be regained, never to be lost again. Hold on to that promise. In light of the hardships of life and death, the promise of a resurrection. That's my time. Thanks for your time. Until next time.